chapter. There's low-key really good filler chapters in here. Like, I would love to see like an episode or something like that. Like, what the fuck? You said dementia probably. On God. You said it's like every chapter get worse than the last. Yes. Yes. I'm scared for what the ending is gonna look like. Like, is there a part 2? Do I need to start writing books? I don't know, bro. This is the literature of 2026. Yes. Medicine will do that to you. You know what? Shit. When I'm that age, I don't know if I want that medicine. I don't know if I want it, bro. Oh my God. Not the Toto feel 25 and the bladder feel 80. Hell nah. That tumor, I don't know. I don't know if she even has the tumor. I think the doctors are still waiting to give her back the full results, but I think the dude already told her that she didn't have cancer. She has like probably like a benign, like, you know, those benign lumps where it's just full of like dead skin and like whatever else that got trapped in their hair, bacteria, skin cells, whatever, dirt, grime. No, she doesn't have a tumor. No. She doesn't have a tumor. The doctor had said that since her original doctor had memory loss issues and was going through some type of health situation, that they had to redo her test. So I guess maybe in this chapter we'll see if that happens, but it looks like they finna call the police on Miss Vernana. So it doesn't seem that fun for her right now. You sure this not Luna? Oh my God, hell no. Nah. It said reasons why I won't take Accutane. Bro, Accutane, first of all, you have to separate your life when you're on Accutane. So when I didn't know that I was allergic to milk and I kept getting hives, they offered Accutane to me, but like it didn't make any sense because nobody could figure out that I was allergic to milk. And I would read the side effects and like the common mishaps of fucking Accutane, and I'm like, yo, like when you get off of Accutane, it's a high probability that your children are gonna come out fucked up. Like, that's not fair. I feel like I could hold off on doing fucked up shit like that, because it's like we already get natural chemicals and shit throughout life, like dead ass. Like when you're outside and you sniffing fire, or you smell glue, or you smell spray paint, like that is bad, but like not as bad as Accutane, because like, yeah, that shit'll fuck you up. But you will also, you're not supposed to have sex on Accutane. I can't remember the meeting that I had. I was probably like 17, yeah, 16. It was like before I got kicked out of my dad's house. I had went to the skin doctor and they had basically gave me the rundown of my options, and that if I was gonna be on Accutane, you can't just use a condom. Like, you have to be on birth control. I'm like, ooh, Lord, they trying to just shove everybody with all these goddamn pills, bro. Hell no. So I ended up just saying no and kept it pushing, because I don't want to deal with that. That's not a situation I want to be in. The way you take Accutane, I think people with really, really bad cystic acne, that's basically what it's used for. Like, if you want clear skin, it's mostly for like dermatology, and I'm pretty sure you get a shot. It's either a shot or a pill that you can take. There's also different types of like benefits, but I think the cons outweigh the pros. Like, you gotta have really good genes to be able to fight that shit. Okay, y'all ready for chapter 16? The pram. Yes. Okay, we got purple rain. Purple rain. She's taking pram. You're gonna send a picture tomorrow? Bro, low-key, send us a picture of the prescription. Obviously, like, blur out the names and shit like that, but like, let us see what the actual pill looks like. Cause that's crazy. Like that little ass pill, taking it twice a day, makes you a freak. Keep that shit away from me. Keep that shit away from me, boy. I will be fucking pregnant the next time I go on a date with this nigga. If I'm not pregnant right now, honestly. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? You say, they literally tell you in the training material. Are you for real? That's crazy. Oops. Did I say something? You said ain't no getting ready for this book, bro. There's no getting ready for this book. Dead ass. Okay, let me stop. And CC trying to clock me. Shut up, CC. We finna read this book. Okay, chapter 16. Sitting in the back of a police cruiser. Whoa, damn. They took her ass to jail. Okay, sitting in the back of a police cruiser with handcuffs, slapped on my wrist. I was distraught. The cuffs were so tight, I ain't never think in 1,000 years I would get arrested, let alone get arrested for peeing all over a gym locker room floor. That medicine obviously had me hallucinating, and I was terrified that I was seeing things that just simply weren't real. Truth be told, I didn't know if Juan was a real person. I was imagining him all the time. Who else did I imagine? Shit, I truly had no idea, and the thought that I was losing my mind had me racked with so much dread and terror. Lord knows, soon as I got back home, whenever that was, I needed to throw that medicine away and talk to the doctor about what was going on. I was so disturbed by everything that went down. As I sat in the back of the policeman's car, tears ran down my cheeks. Lord, I can't believe this is happening to me. I can't believe that this is happening to me. Yes, it's public decency on God. I don't know what's wrong with me. I sobbed and my body shivered. Ma'am, please just gather yourself and calm down, the burly white officer said as he sat in the driver's seat of the squad car. We were parked in the parking lot of the gym. There were 4 other cop cars surrounding us. Blue police lights flashed all throughout the parking lot, and I knew this was creating a scene. As curious gym goers passed by, some of who I would recognize, they caught a glimpse of me in the back of the policeman's car. I just knew folks were going to be gossiping about me once they found out what had happened. Lord, this meant I was going to have to probably move out of the neighborhood. Some of the moments later, another police officer walked up to the car I was sitting in. The police officer who was in the driver's seat rolled down his window. The other officer, a taller, older black man, leaned into the window and said, "The managers don't want to press charges, so she's free to go. However, she's banned her from coming to the gym." Then he threw his attention at me and said, "Ma'am, you're free to go, but you cannot step foot on the gym premise ever again. Your membership has officially been canceled." Obviously, I'm so sorry. Actually, I don't know what came over me. It's a medication I'm taking. I just tried to explain. Tears continued to drench down my cheeks. I just wanted to wipe my face so bad, but I couldn't because my hands was behind my back. Well, if that's the case, then you need to get in contact with your doctor and let him know what's going on. In fact, we could take you to the hospital if you feel like you're experiencing some sort of psychiatric distress, the officer explained. All of that isn't necessary. I just need to get home and just sleep off this medicine. I took too much of this morning, and I really believe it caused me to have these hallucinations, I exclaimed. I'm really so sorry. All of this is just so embarrassing. The officer walked over to the black passenger door and opened it, and then pulled me out. As a few more gym goers passed by, I looked at a few of them, and they shook their head out of shame. The officer took the handcuffs off of me, and I immediately massaged the stinging pain out of my wrist. That would hurt so bad. They had me in the back of that car for at least a good hour. Now please, ma'am, as I stated before, please Leave the premises immediately, and you are not to ever return. Just count yourself lucky that the gym manager isn't pressing charges against you," the officer said, then escorted me over to my car. Once I hopped in my car, the officers trailed me back to my townhouse. I quickly got out of my car and made my way inside the house. My heart racing with anxiety, I felt like I was going to pass out at any moment. That medicine was working overtime all over my body. As crazy as it sounded, even when I was in the back of the squad car, I kept seeing visuals of Mr. Wan inside. My insides was firing up, and although I didn't have the ability to touch myself while I was in the back of the squad car, I kept having orgasm after orgasm. What in the world was going on? I didn't realize this medicine was potent. I dashed down the hallway and made my way into my bedroom bathroom. Once inside, I flicked on the light switch and exploded into a scream when I saw Rhodessa staring at me in the mirror. "How the hell you get into my house?" I screamed to the top of my lungs and almost ready to fight this old crazy bitch. But when I quickly gathered myself and stared at the mirror, Rhodessa was just standing there. I didn't see myself at all in the mirror. I raised my right hand, put my cheek to see if it was real or not, if I was hallucinating again. I saw Rhodessa raise her right hand as well. Then I raised my left, and Rhodessa did the same. I stormed closer up to the mirror and began to poke and prod my face, and that's when it hit me. I was Rhodessa. What is going on? Why do I look like this? I'm going crazy? No. Hell no. I do not look like this. I freaked out. I stormed out my bathroom, then flew toward my bedroom window. Pulling the curtains back, I looked across the lawn to see the townhouse next to me had a for sale sign up on the lawn. Was Rhodessa even real? Was her fine ass husband even real? Ricky? I was hallucinating all of this? This was just too much for me to handle. Just to make sure I hadn't fully lost my mind, I stormed back to the bathroom and saw my real self in the mirror. Ooh, child. I clasped my chest out of relief. Without hesitation, I rummaged through my medicine cabinet and pulled down that horrible medication. I once popped the lid to the bottle open. I threw all the pills down the sink and ran to the faucet. Pills got me fucked up. Back in the bathroom, I pulled out my cell phone and gave that Dr. Chang Lee a call. I had to know about what was happening. I needed help immediately. Some seconds later, the receptionist at the office picked me up and I asked her to put the doctor on the phone. "Good afternoon, Miss Washington. Is everything all right? How are you feeling?" he asked once he answered the phone. "Doctor, that medicine, I took it again. I think I took too much of it and been hallucinating. That medicine got me going crazy." I cried on the phone. My breathing was rapid and I tried to control my fluttering heart rate. "Calm down, Miss Washington. I'm so glad you gave me a call because I was worried you'd continue to keep taking the medication. We need to get in contact with your GP now, and I'm going to explain to them everything that's happening," he explained. "If you still need to take medicine for your restless leg syndrome, we might have to switch you over to a new medicine. But you need to throw away that medicine now. Hallucinations are one of the main side effects of the drug." "I know. I get that now. I was hallucinating all morning," I said back to him as soon as I shivered. It seemed like the medication was hitting me waves. My insides were once again quivering, and I had just been... Whoa, the fuck? My insides were once again quivering, and I just had every urge to get the hell up off this phone and go find some quick dick. "Miss Washington, has this been the first time you've hallucinated?" Dr. Chang Lee asked, which is her new doctor, by the way. "I am quite certain this is the first time ever something happened like this. What exactly happened?" I went silent for a moment, but then I said, "I'm too embarrassed to say, but it's bad, very bad." "Okay, I understand, Miss Washington. We may also need to bring you in for some additional evaluations just to rule out that this is truly the medicine causing these hallucinations. The mass on your brain may be causing these issues as well." "Why?" My face scrunched out of disgust. "I'm tired of these goddamn tests. You said I don't have the cancer no more. I done did enough of these tests. No, hell no. I can't do any more of this. I gotta go. I threw my